Okay, hey guys. This is the 9th video. Um, we pretty much have everything we want in place um, in our posts and comments app. Two screens, navigation links, some asynchronous API requests, some simple UI, an API client with some generics. And what else? Some mocking for the previews. Um, and yeah, some MVVM architecture for separation of concerns, views and view models, and their views being agnostic to all the business logic, all of that existing in the view models, any dependencies being injected into the view models, allowing us to mock those and test them as well. And yes, our router pattern as well, which is quite lightweight in this app, but can be extended. So let's just clean up some of the UI and wrap up this application. I think we were looking at that the last time, and the UI is quite rudimentary. It does what we want it to do, but it's quite rudimentary. So let's have a look at that. So on the main list screen, we have our postcards view. Let's go, here it is here, postcard view. So let's try to improve that. It's a bit, it's hard to know what these items are from the response. We have our user ID, our post ID. This is the title. Let's have a look at the response. This is the title here. Oops, go back. This is the title and this is the body. Because it's just raw Latin kind of placeholder text, it's not immediately apparent what these fields are, and that's a good thing for UI. At least we know that if the titles were obvious to us, we might ignore the fact that maybe a response might send back something that's not quite as clearly a title and clearly a body of a post. So for that reason, let's maybe put in some labeling here and just clean it up slightly. So I'm just going to launch into that and keep it quite simple. We don't have to do anything too radical. How can I do this? Can I work on the preview here? Wouldn't it be nice to use preview here? Because this is what the list view, right? Yep. Let's do that. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna get rid of this. Make this a bit bigger. Okay, so here's our list view. Where are we plugging in our progress? Our postcard view is here. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think really what I want to do is create a preview on this card directly, right? Like what happens here if I if I affect this? Let's say, okay, we've got a V stack for the we've got a H stack. Right, so what if I make this a H stack here? H stack there, do that. In the H stack, let's put the this first text object with just the label here, and no spacer, but just another text object, and maybe we'll format these. Oops, get rid of that. Okay. So, and let's get rid of that. So look, we don't immediately update this. So I think if we're going to update this, all right, it did update, but not immediately. Is it easy to put a preview block in place? Let's give it a go. So preview, um, preview with body. Okay, let post equals post response model. So we just need to populate this postcard view. It's quite simple, right? I think we have a mock on this, don't we? Yes, we do. So let post equals that, and then post card view. No, well, sorry, that's okay. And now let's get rid of this. Okay, and instead, get rid of this as well. Instead, switch on the canvas now on the postcard view. Do we get something to work with? Well, we do. We do. Um, fine. Fine, fine, fine. Can we maybe put some padding on this? So we'll say padding, insets, just padding 10. Give me 20. And let's go with that. I think that's fine. The dividers are part of the list, so we won't worry about those. But I think that's sufficient for us to work with. Okay, so let's do this. So we've got a user ID label. I'm going to change the font on this user ID label, which is this user ID here. And let's make this a font. We're going to make it caption. Caption here. That's good. We're going to change the coloring on this. So that's foreground style, right? Foreground style. Oh God, why do we have to do that? Just secondary like this. Okay, so we're making it gray. That's pretty good. Uh, what about? Hmm, hmm, I think maybe applying this to both objects. Can I do that? No, I can't do that on the H stack. I can do that on the H stack. Okay, so let's do that to both. Caption, foreground style. I'm going to inline them just while I work. That's fine, right? Semi-bold, maybe. Okay, let's keep it separate for now. So font, caption, for great stuff. Okay. Font, caption, foreground style is secondary. Foreground style is secondary. And font weight. Let's do that. And let's go for semi-bold. Does that look like just a little bit of weight added? So that's pretty good. Okay, so that's gone. And I think we want to do the same for the post ID. Okay, we want to do the same for the post ID. So just repeating this code, which I don't like repeated code, but let's lay it out and have a look at it then. So we're going to grab exactly the same layouts for this and have a look at it. There we go. There we go. This status pill, I want to enable this status pill. So is edited, needs to be added to the preview. Here is edited. And that's going to be true. Thank you. So give us our updated. Here we go. Is that centered? Doesn't look to be centered. So we've got a V stack. We've got a H stack which contains well, that's odd. H stack alignment top center. There you go. So now we've got the maybe it should be top. No, it's not. Let's go with that. So it's user ID and a post ID. Font is caption. Foreground style is that. The V stack here, maybe the spacing is a bit tight, is it? 4. Okay, we've increased that. The text looks small to me, but let's go ahead. H stack here, H stack there. Yeah, there's no change there. So I'm applying this on the H stack, which affects all of the child views within it. Can I apply this on the parent view of the H stacks, which is this vertical stack here? Can I do that? I think I can. I think I can do that. So that's at least neater from a code point of view, and that's what I'm going to go with. Then we have this spacer. We have this spacer, our status pill. Then we have the title and text. We're going to do the same on the title and text. We're just going to add a label. This is all in a V stack with spacing. I'll just increase that spacing ever so slightly. Should increase here. Can I just increase that again so we can see where it is? There we go. So yes, let's make this 8. Okay, that'll separate things out a bit. For the title of our post, let's do exactly what we did earlier. We'll create a V stack here. The alignment is, of course, leading, and we probably should put some spacing in there. Spacing should be small between the title of the title label and the actual content. Oh, V stack content. Damn. Content. Sorry. Alignment. Go away. Go away. Way. That, oops. So we've got alignment leading, spacing 4. Let's bring this text into our V stack. Let's create a label. So the label is going to be, we're just going to say type, like that. We're going to apply the same formatting. So that is fine. We're going to apply the same formatting. So it's going to be caption, foreground style, and font weight. That's going to be on our text object, like that. Looks good to me, I think. And the title is just going to be body, like that. And then let's extract this here to our constants file. So, you know what, let's do that in a second. Okay, so that's fine. And let's do the same on the post body. So we need another V stack with alignment and spacing, same as before. Um, like given more time, if we want to reuse these VStacks all the time, we could create a custom VStack, but we're not needed for right now. But if we had a larger app and we were reusing these VStacks or any component really, we could create a custom one with all the configuration elsewhere and not in the views, that it's lightweight in the view itself. Okay, alignment leading and spacing is 4. We've got the post body. We happy with that? I think we are. All right, maybe we don't need these semicolons. What do we think? Maybe. What does it look like without it? Let's leave them there. This formatting is the same. It's only on the title though. And then let's bring our why have I two VStacks here? Yes, because we've got just that added bit of spacing in between here. So we have two VStacks, 1 and 2, covering this block and this section, we'll say. And what have we got? This is a sub headline. This is body. I think this should be the other way round. So sorry about that. Let's go for this being body. This is the body. And this is the sub headline, which is just no, 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 no. Nope. Let's not go with that. Headline. How does that look? That's a bit better. Okay, so let's just run that and look at it with some larger content than our mock. See, do we like the layout, especially when it's used inside the list? I think that is better. So at least we know what everything is now, a little bit clearer. There's a lot of carriage returns coming back in these responses. So we had a look, called this out in one of the previous videos. If we have a quick look at this response in Postman, you can see here in the body, there are a lot of these carriage returns. So that's what is causing these new lines to be added in the body. But I think that's clearer now about what everything is. So I'm happy enough with that. Let's just extract these labels just to stay consistent, and maybe the spacing as well. I'm going to get rid of the preview. It's at this stage maybe where we'd look at extracting this card as well from this generic views. This is just going to get bigger and bigger, so I might do that. So let's do that. Import. I'm going to bring the mark with me and the preview. So off you go. Refactor, extract to file, postcard view. Very good. We need an import, and it's going to be Swift, and it's going to be SwiftUI. Very good. Let's get rid of this marker. It's not needed. I'm going to get rid of these comments. So I think code should be self-explanatory. Top row with IDs on the left and status pill on the right. I'm going to move that out. What's the status pill problem here? Cannot find status pill in scope. Okay, back to our views. The status pill needs to come with us or become public. I think we'll make it public and keep it in the views. We've got some text to update there as well. Okay, that works. That's all good. All good. So let's extract some of these. So give me a new panel on the right, not that panel. And in here, I'm going to put our constants. I can find them. There they are. So the list view. Okay, style. First of all, let's go here. So spacing, our default vertical spacing. Okay, so great. That's what we're doing here. So it's constants. No, it's not. It's style dot spacing dot not default padding, default vertical spacing, which is this guy, and we're going to reuse that um, in our VStacks. All right. This spacing here, it's a VStack also, and let's call it default, would say large. Shouldn't have the word spacing in that, large. So I'm going to say default. No, not default. We could, I think you can do that. Look at that. No, we're not going to do that. Let's just say standard. Well, standard, large is there. I'm just going to separate these two. Oh, let's worry about that later. We can plug this in. So this is large. This is standard, standard, standard. Didn't we have another one? Maybe not. Oh, sorry, that's standard. This guy is large. Okay, that covers the extracted styles, font caption, secondary, and semi-bold. I think that's fine. So let's extract now these constants here, and I am going to create a separate enum for the postcard view. Let's call it the postcard view, and in here we'll just say static lets. Well, these are being used from the list view. Maybe let's keep it that way. Let's not extract these and instead continue with the list view. So here we have the title. So user ID, post ID, label. Let's grab two more of these. 1, 2, and it's a title label, and a body label. Let's go with that. This is just going to be title. No space needed at the end. It doesn't really matter. And this guy is going to be body. No space needed at the end, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's pull these out. So this is a constants dot list view dot title label. There we go. Let's grab this for copy and paste and use the body in here. Body label, that's fine. Okay, okay. That's pretty clean. We could clean further, but let's not do it. Do it now. This is reused everywhere. You know, that would be nice to remove. Okay, our constants are fine here. Let's ask ChatGPT to do this for us. Can't seem to highlight anymore with my ChatGPT integration. I'll just copy this out actually and ask it. Okay, can you help me extract this reusable text view modifier? And let's do that. Boom. Boom. Let's see what it comes back with. Okay. Should be straightforward, right? Let's have a look. Go. Card meta style. Okay, that's nice naming. Private extension on view as a function which returns some view self apply these modifiers. Okay, let's do that. I think so. This is views here, and let's create a separate file. Oops, there we go. And I'm going to call damn views. Can't have two files like that. View plus extension. Don't like that, to be honest. Let's get this out of here, put it in here, and this should be contained in a folder called extensions, which I can't rename that file. Yeah. Okay, I'll just, for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to say, call this view plus extension. It's fine. Maybe that doesn't matter, Mark. So let's import SwiftUI here. Okay, we've got an extension on view. So it's view plus extension. Yes. So then I just need to call it view. That's good enough. Okay, like that. These are only file names. Okay, there we go. Looks good. And now card meta style. Um, I don't know about that naming. Card meta style. Let's just apply it and see how it looks. List view, sorry, views. No. Postcard view here. Okay, so now I'm going to inline this and just say dot card meta style is inaccessible due to file private. Really? Private. Oh no. Okay, back we go. Card meta style. Okay. This is applied only on the label. Card meta style. I'll stick with that naming. I'm applying it to different, in some cases, to the entire stack, and in other cases, just to the label. So let's go with it. And this extracts this reusable styling, which I think is a good thing on these views. I'm just reusing it everywhere. Okay, that's it. Let's have a quick look at the build. See, does it work? Okay, we need to change this to standard spacing because we changed the naming on that. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's jump to the next view. So we get this updated layout as a consequence because we're reusing the card in the post detail view. But now we want to extract this card out of the views common into a separate file, look at it, set up a preview as well, and just add similar labeling to this and similar styling. We had AI generate this layout for us, and I think it's okay. So let's just make some small changes to it. Actually, I'm going to extract this from the status pill, and we have a lot of padding here. We have a lot of padding. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's just keep going with our what we're focused on doing. So go to the view here. We have the comment card view here. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this marker if he's got his own file. And I think he should have, because he is a large enough view and we don't want to just contain these all in a file when, you know, they deserve their own file. So import SwiftUI. Thank you. Let's go back and just remove that spacing in the last file like that. And yeah, the status pill and the divider, I think that can stay here. Where's a comment card view? Everything's organized alphabetically when we have this organized as groups. Where is the convert to folder? I don't know. Anyway, let's not worry about that. I think we looked at this before. It's not there, but I can't remember. It's somewhere. Anyway, I'm no, I think we're fine. Comment card view. Okay, so the comment, we need a preview again. So let's create this preview block just like that. The comment card view takes a comment. Can I just give it a mock? Let mock or comment equals comment response model dot mock. Nice. Okay, and then let's plug in this comment here. Great. So can I get rid of this and add a canvas and let it run? And let's have a look at what we get for free. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's add some padding to this layout. Padding 20. And we get this. And I think that's good enough to work with, right? So we're getting the name. Oh, we should look at this response here for the comments. Is this, we've got a post ID, comments related to which post, the comment ID, the name and email of the commenter, and the actual comment body itself. So name, email, we've got the divider, and then we've got the body. Yeah, that's fine. We are displaying the, what's this guy? Email body, blah, 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 blah. Comment name, comment ID. Okay, and we're not displaying the post ID because we're displaying these cards beneath the associated post. So good stuff. Okay, so let's do something similar to what we did. What are we at here, guys? 33 minutes. Everything just takes a bit of time if you're talking your way through it. Okay, let's keep going. Let's do something very similar to what we did in the last layout. We have some spacing on this, so style dot spacing dot default padding. No, it's just large, isn't it? For 8. That's fine. And then we have the, let's just separate these slightly while we're working with them. Email and the divider here. Okay, so we've got a H stack with the name, horizontal stack with the name, spacer. I think that's okay. And the comment ID. Got you. Okay, let us do exactly what we did in the last. So we'll create a V stack. a V stack or V stack with alignment, leading, spacing. Oh, leading is that. The spacing is style dot spacing dot not large. We went for standard, which is just 4, I think. And then let's bring this. Let's create a name. So text. Boom, boom, boom. Just name. And it's just like that. It's on the line like that. We can do the meta card meta style. Oops, there we go. What does that do? It was that. And then we will put the name itself on the next line. What styling do we want for the name? You want to keep it like that? Headline? Yeah, that's headline. Foreground style is primary. Is this not by default? Is there a default on this? Sure. What happens if I do this then? Foreground style primary. Nothing changes because primary is default. So let's leave it like that. So this is just a single inline modifier as headline, and that's fine to call out the name. Beneath that, then we have the email. The email looks self-explanatory, but maybe we could maybe we should do the same. So let's. So we've got this H stack here. Sorry, this is the comment ID. We want to push that to the far end, so that's fine. We're happy with that layout. Font is caption secondary. That's very similar to this, so I'm going to get rid of that. What does that look like? That's the same. So we're sticking with our card meta style. We will extract this. We will extract that, but later. Okay, so that's your horizontal stack. Back to our V stack, we have the email. Do we want? Yes, I think we'll stick with it. So let's put another V stack in here. V stack with alignment and spacing. Oh God. V stack. I wanted what AI was providing me there. There you go. Lovely email. Font is caption. No, it's not. That's nice, but we're not going with it. We're going for the card meta style, and we're going to bring in this into the V stack. And secondary, I think that's fine. Sub headline, all. It's not primary. What happens if does it look like as primary? It's going to be black. Yeah, I think that's fine. Or secondary. You know, this is why we build stuff out in Figma. It's easier than making these decisions in SwiftUI, I think. Let's go with the primary. So redo that. Sorry, redo that. Subheadline. Oh yes, and it goes to primary. Great. So we've got our divider. We are keeping the divider. We'll keep the separations. Fine for now. This is the H stack. Fine, fine, fine. And now the body. So for the body, we're going to use another V stack. V stack alignment spacing. Are you going to give? No, you're not. V stack alignment spacing. There we go. Text body card meta style. Same again. We're just reusing this view modifier for our labels, and let's bring the oops the body in here. Its font is body. I think that's fine. Foreground style is default to primary, so I'm not including it. With a fixed size, horizontal, false, vertical, true. Really? Why do we need that? Fixed size horizontal? No. I'm going to remove that. Not sure why we need that. Let's have a look at it when we run. Okay. That looks good to me. That looks good to me. So now we've got padding on this card, which is 12. If I remove that, we should see that disappear. So yes, we need this. And let's use some default padding here. So we'll say style dot spacing. Should be padding. I'm going to jump in here and have a look at what we've got. Large default padding. Let's go for the default padding. You know what? These should be separate. Really, padding and spacing should be separate. But right now, let's stick with what we have. So it's default padding, should be fine. 16. Come back, come back. Here we go. It's good. We've got a background here on the card, which is blue. What happens if we go cyan? Blue is fine. With an opacity of 0.15. If we were to go 0 on that, too light. 1. Oh, yeah, I think we'll stick with 1.5. Yes, using this preview is much better. It's much easier to make these changes. So we've got the rounded rectangle as a background. It has a corner radius of 10. We can extract that as well. So let's jump in here. And something we will often do is extract corner radius, large. We'll do that. Leave large like that. Or what about just standard, Mark? Standard is standard, S-T-A-N-D-A-R-D, standard is 10. Okay, and here we just say style dot corner radius, that's standard. Now we're filling, we could extract these opacity levels as well. And I like that idea because I don't like putting fixed values into the views. So I'm going to say opacity is okay, is um light, heavy, standard. So let's say standard is 0.5. That's in doubles, are they? Okay. And then we'll say standard light. Yeah, light is 0.15, and I'll say heavy. Is that good wording? I'm not sure. We'll go for that. So I'm going to go light on this. So we've got so we go style dot opacity dot light, like that. That remains the same. We've got coloring here, so I will get rid of this. That's not required, and maybe because we're not using yeah, any deep, let's just stay with the default coloring here, or the native coloring here. So rounded rectangle, corner radius with a fill. Is that on a new line? It's fine. And opacity, that's fine. We've inlined these, but I think it's okay. And then we've got this overlay, which is causing this little gray line around it. So we're going to keep that. If we remove it, we should see that change. Yeah, and it's just a subtle difference. Not a huge difference, but it's subtle and it's worth keeping. So let's do that. So the corner radius again is standard. I think that's the 10. Let's do that. Boom. The line width. Okay, line width. Let's jump in to here again. have I had set to? 0.5. Okay. Spacing, corner radius, opacity, text size, and fonts. Oh, I'll extract it to line width. I'd have to think about that because how often are we going to be using line width? Just width probably. So enum. Ugh, really don't like that. I don't see me reusing that line width in many places. So if you want, you could just extract that privately here. Because I'm not sure we're going to reuse it. Line width is that, and it's 0.5, 0.5. What does it look like at 1? Uh, so let's use the line width here. Yeah, look, let's go with the 1. It's more pronounced. Well, what is the default here? Do I need this? Line width equals 1. It is default. Let's get rid of this altogether. We don't need that. We don't need that. And we still get this line being shown and drawn at 1. So very good. We only needed that if we were changing the line width from the default value. That looks good here. Let's extract these as we did before, and then we'll run our app and see what it's like. We've created our previews and our separate views here. I am going to get rid of that, add a pane on the right, and go away. Let's grab the constants here. Okay, so this comment card view is going to be, let's add into post detail view here. Okay, so let's do a static let, and it's going to be, oh, God. Okay, let's run it so we can just, that's not right. So name, so it is the post comment card, comment name label is that. So let's do that. Boom, 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 boom. Constants dot post detail dot comment name label. That's fine. Down here, let's go with undo, copy, paste. Let's say comment ID label here, and this is just our hash, and we're not using that. So it's just like that. I think that's okay. So you go comment label ID is all right. What about I do this? Grab this location here. And then can I add like that? Let's find out. Here we go. Can I do that? No. Cannot convert value of type int. Okay. So let's wrap it like this. That works. Let me just put this in line. It's quite long, isn't it? Maybe move the modifier down like that, and then we can leave that in line. All right, and let's do the same here. So we're going to say comment name, comment, commenter email, comment email. There we go. And that's just email. And we bring that out here like that. We don't need the quotations. So it's constants. It is post detail, and it is this guy, comment email label and body. Yeah, it's kind of being reused. As we know, let's put comment before it like that. And it's just like this. Grab this location. A lot of copying it and pasting here, but it's what we do. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Get rid of that. Post detail, comment, body label. This is not right. Get rid of that. And then the body goes there. This doesn't need to be on a separate line. Inline it. Let's run that and see is everything looking correct. Okay, so our main post list with its post card view looks good. It's clear. It's fairly straightforward and rudimentary, but it's fine. And if I jump in here, we're reusing this post card view up here. We've got this delayed updated tag. And our comment cards are still quite blue, but it's okay. A pronounced line around the edges. They're displayed in a list. And now we've added these labels on the content data, which makes it a bit clearer, especially because the content being returned is hard to identify as what it is. So, okay, so I think that is it. We could keep going with this. We could make these comments tappable. We could, uh, allow the user to tap on the user ID and bring up all comments or all posts, all that kind of stuff. But I think we've done what we set out to do. Let's commit this. I think that's all we've really done here. Okay, hope you guys can still hear me because my headset has just gone. So let's commit and leave it at that. So video 9, updates to card views. Updates to card views. I think that is it. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me on this video series, and hope to see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.